I used to count the weeks between your voice, every ring a small and fragile choice. But the gaps grew longer, the talk grew thin, till I forgot the sound of where you've been. The year the calls dried up, I didn't fall apart. I just learned to listen to the rhythm of my heart. The silence wasn't empty, it was full of what I need to grow the quiet garden from a long forgotten seed. The year the calls dried up, I found my own refrain, and I didn't need your voice to feel the rain. I stopped waiting for the phone to light, stop rehearsing what I'd say at night. The ring that used to make me hold my breath now just reminds me there's no need to guess. The year the calls dried up, I didn't fall apart. I just learned to listen to the rhythm of my heart. The silence wasn't empty, it was full of what I need to grow the quiet garden from a long forgotten seed. The year the calls dried up, I found my own refrain, and I didn't need your voice to feel the rain. Maybe the calls were meant to last, they were just a bridge to the past. And when they stopped, I saw the land that I could hold with my own hand. The year the calls dried up is the year I learned to stand on ground that wasn't shaken by the sound of your command. The year the calls dried up, I finally understood that silence was a language that taught me to be good to myself, to my bones, to the quiet I know. The year the calls dried up, I found my way back home. I found my way back home. Ooh, 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 I found my way back home. Ooh, I brought my grief down to the river's edge and sat where water meets the ledge. I didn't know what I was looking for, a voice, an answer, or an open door. The water moved the way it always does, without a reason, just because. It bent around the stone and kept its pace, and wore the hardness off my face. The song the river sang to me was not a word, it was a flow. It didn't tell me what to be, it showed me how to go. The song the river sang to me was only movement, and I let it carry me. I watched it move around the things that stood, the rocks that thought they understood, the branches that had fallen long ago, the things that could not let go. The water did not fight them, it just moved. It found the space and gently proved that nothing has to break to find a way, it only has to bend. The song the river sang to me was not a word, it was a flow. It didn't tell me what to be, it showed me how to go. The song the river sang to me was only movement and I let it carry me. I wanted an answer I could hold, the truth that I could call my own. But the river does not give what you can't keep, it only shows you how to sleep. In the current, in the drift, in the slow and steady gift of moving without knowing where. The song the river sang to me was not a word, it was a flow. It didn't tell me what to be, it showed me how to go. The song the river sang to me was only movement and I let it carry me. I brought my grief down to the river's edge, and the water moved the way it always does, and I let it carry me, I let it carry me. Got your text on my screen, then I let it fade. Walking home through the steam with the chip in my day. Bus stops blinking slow, sidewalks feel too wide. I keep my hands in my coat, try to keep my pride, but I still look up when the crosswalk turns green. For a second I swear you might be there with me. Hold on, I'm not gone. Hold on, I'm still on. Empty train window, see my face go by. Empty train window, still I try. Corner store, plastic bags tapping in the wind. I buy a warm can of tea and I think of your grin. There's a dent in the moon over the laundromat sign. I used to hate this hour, now it feels like mine, but I still look up at the parking lot glow. For a second I think you should know. Hold on, I'm not gone. Hold on, I'm still on. Empty train window, see my face go by. Empty train window, still I try. Maybe I'm a little bent, maybe I'm a little bruised. Maybe all these empty blocks were just leading me to you. Hold on, I'm not gone. Hold on, I'm still on. Empty train window, see my face go by. Empty train window, still I try. still wet from rain. Your text stays on my screen. I miss you in small ways, like a cut I can't quite see. The bodega's open late. I buy gum and a drink. Watch my shadow in the glass. Try to hear what I think, and I keep moving slow past the bus stop glow. If I let it all go, will I feel less alone? I keep walking home, I keep walking home, one block at a time, till your name lets go. I keep walking home, I keep walking home. Little by little now I can breathe again. Elevator hums upstairs, someone laughs through the wall. I set my keys on the tray and pretend I don't feel small. Half a song in my head, one clean line, one rough line. I used to wait by the door, now I wait for myself sometime. Moving slow past the bus stop glow. If I let it all go, will I feel less alone? I keep walking home, I keep walking home, one block at a time, till your name lets go. I keep walking home, I keep walking home. Little by little now I can breathe again. Maybe healing looks like this: cheap gum and a trembling hand. Maybe dawn is just a promise I can learn to understand. I keep walking home, I keep walking home, one block at a time, till your name lets go. I keep walking home, I keep walking home. Little by little now I can breathe again. I sat inside the dark for a long time. I called it waiting, I called it mine. I learned the shape of every shadow there, the weight of the invisible air. I thought the dark would break if I fought it, that I could push it back if I tried. But the dark does not break, it just sits and waits for the light to arrive. The light does not come to conquer the dark, it comes to find it, to fill the hollow. It does not arrive with a sword or a spark, it comes like the rain, like the slow and the follow. It enters the space where the shadows grow and fills every crack until the dark is known. The light is not here to defeat what is deep, it's here to sit with it and stay. I waited in the hollow of the dawn, where the dark was thick and the day had withdrawn. I couldn't see the shape of my own hand, but I learned to trust the unseen land. The air began to shift, a quiet gray that turned to gold in the slowest way. And I understood without a word the light the place the light must go to be made known, be made whole. The dark is not a failure, it is the opening, the space that makes the seeing possible. The light does not come to conquer the dark, it comes to find it, to fill the hollow. It does not arrive with a sword or a spark, it comes like the rain, like the slow and the fall. It enters the space where the shadow has grown, where the shadow has grown, and fills every crack until the dark is known, until the but it's here to sit with it, and stay, and stay, and stay, and stay, I sat inside the dark for a long time. I called it waiting, but the light came, and it stayed. Ooh. I came back to the place I left behind, where everything was ash and empty sky. I thought I'd find the hollow and the dark, the absence that had left its mark. But the ground was green, I didn't know the loss could grow, that gone could show a different kind of living in the space, the shape of something in a different place. Everything that grew from what was gone is standing here where I was standing on. The ground that held the loss I couldn't see is holding now a green that came from me. Everything that grew from what was gone is here, and I am not the same. I remember how the soil felt so dead, the winter of the things I couldn't read, the cold that settled deep into the bone and left me standing here alone. But something underneath had heard the rain, the slow and steady washing of the pain. It waited in the dark where I couldn't see, and now it's green, it's growing up through me. Everything that grew from what was gone is standing here where I was standing on. The ground that held the loss I couldn't see is holding now a green that came from me. Everything that grew from what was gone is here, and I am not the same. I thought the loss would stay a loss, a hole that nothing could have crossed. But the ground does not remember a loss the same. It turns the gone into a name of green, of root, of rising stem. I am the ground, I am the them. Everything that grew from what was gone is standing here where I was standing on. The ground that held the loss I couldn't see back to the place I left behind, where everything was ash and empty sky, but the ground was green. The ground was green. My friend said I saw it coming. At dinner, third glass of wine. She said I didn't wanna say it, but you two were out of time. I nodded like I understood, like it made sense to me. But inside I was still standing to be. My mother called me Sunday, said I never really said, but I always felt he wasn't the one to share your bed. She said it with such kindness, I almost had to laugh. Everyone had noticed except for the one who was left, and that's the strangest feeling, to be the last to see, to watch the world all waving while you're still out at sea. I was the last one to know, the last one to let go. Everyone saw the door closing long before I was the last one to read the ending that was always there, the last one to believe that someone could still care. You said I thought you realized the way I pulled away, but I thought pulling closer was the only thing to say. We were speaking different languages with the same set of words. I heard what I was hoping for, you said what you preferred, and maybe that's the heartbreak of a hopeful, stubborn soul, to know and still refuse to know, to lose and lose control. I was the last one to know, the last one to let go. Everyone saw the door closing long before I was the last one to read the ending that was always there, the last one to believe that someone could still care. But maybe being last is not the worst to be. Maybe I was just the one who loved the most completely. Not blind, just brave, not foolish, just in deep, the last to leave. Because I was the last to sleep. I was the last one to know, the last one to let go. Everyone saw the door closing long before I was the last one to read the ending that was always there, the last one to believe. And now I'm finally there, the last one in is the last one out, the last one to figure out what love was all about. Now I'm not the last, I'm just the one who stayed until the final lesson finally made. forgot what held me through the night. I grew so tall I couldn't feel the ground. The silence underneath the steady sound of roots that never asked to be seen. The ones that kept me evergreen. The roots that held me, I forgot they were there. The silence in the soil, the dark in the care. I looked so far above I couldn't see the ground that gave me life beneath the tree. The roots that held me, I'm remembering now. The deep and the quiet, I'm bowing. The earth is not a place you look to find. It is the place that holds you from behind. The rain that falls and soaks into the stone is not a loss, it becomes your home. I felt the grip of wind, I felt the burn, and every time I thought I'd never return, something deep was holding me in place. A root that knew the shape of my fate. The roots that held me, I forgot they were there. Oh, the silence in the soil, the dark and the care. I looked so far above I couldn't see the ground that gave me life beneath the tree. The roots that held me, I'm remembering now. The deep and the quiet, I'm bowing. To grow upward is to grow downward too. The deeper the root, the higher the view. I cannot stand without the ground. I cannot reach without the sound of roots that hold me in the dark and hold me still and hold my heart. The roots that held me, I forgot they were there. The silence in the soil, the dark and the care. I looked so far above I couldn't see the ground that gave me life beneath the tree. The roots that held me, I'm remembering now. In the quiet, I'm bowing. I used to reach for everything in above, the sky, the branches, but the roots that held me, they were always there. Always there. I knew your name before I knew the way of loving someone past the hands of fate. I held you like the river holds the rain, a gift that I could never hold again. You taught me what it means to be a home, a place where even silence finds its tone. But somewhere in the years we grew apart, not a fracture, just a change of heart. The gift of letting you go was not the leaving, it was knowing that love can open like a hand and set down what it understands. The gift of letting you go was learning to release and still belong. I used to think that staying was the way. Your love meant never letting go of day, but day turns into evening on its own. And love is not a thing that can be owned. I watched you become who you needed to be, and I became a different part of me. widen like the tide, and I found the courage let you glide. The gift of letting you go was not believing, it was knowing that love can open like a hand and set down what it understands. The gift of letting you go, once learn to release and still belong. I could have held you tighter, I could have made you stay, but holding you would only break the shape of what we were along the way. The hardest thing I ever learned was that love is not a grip, it's a return to the open space, to the open grace of letting go. The gift of letting you go. Gift of letting go was not believing, it was knowing that love can open like a hand and set down what it understands. The gift of letting you go, to release and still belong. Still belong. Still belong. Still belong. I knew your name before I knew the weight of loving someone, and I let you go, and I still love you. I still love you. I walked into the forest at the edge of winter, where the branches held the cold and nothing else. I carried my impatience like a splinter and asked the trees to tell me what they felt. I wanted them to hurry, to begin to push the green through all the frozen gray, but the forest only let me sink in to the weight, into the stillness of the day. The forest taught me how to wait, how to hold the quiet and not break, how to trust the dark beneath the ground, where the roots are gathering their sound. The forest taught me how to wait, and how to wait is how to grow. I stood beside a tree that seemed so still, no leaf, no sign of life upon its skin, but something underneath it found its will and gathered what it needed from within. The buds were not forgotten, they were filled with everything they needed for the spring. The tree was not asleep, it was distilled into the quiet work of listening. The forest taught me how to wait, how to hold the quiet and not break, how to trust the dark beneath the ground, where the roots are gathering their sound. The forest taught me how to wait, and how to wait is how to grow. The winter is not punishment, the winter is not seed does not demand to be the stem. The root does not ask to be the tree. It waits, and in the waiting everything. The forest taught me how to wait, how to hold the quiet and not break, how to trust the dark beneath the ground, where the roots are gathering their sound. The forest taught me how to wait, how to wait is how to grow. I walked into the forest at the edge of winter, where the branches held the cold, and I learned to wait. I learned to wait. I walked the hall at midnight, where your footsteps used to fall. The floorboards know your rhythm, but they don't recall it all. I called your name into the dark and waited for the sound, but nothing came back to me except the air around. The echo in the hall is gone. It left the night you went. The walls have stopped remembering the words that were once spent. It's not a loss I'm hearing now. It's the sound of what was meant. The echo in the hall is gone, and I am what is left. I used to hear you down the stairs before I saw your face. The sound of you was always there, a promise in that space. Now I listen for the footfall that no longer comes to pass, and I wonder if the silence is the new shape of the glass. The echo in the hall is gone. It left the night you went. The walls have stopped remembering the words that were once spent. It's not a loss I'm hearing now. It's the sound of what was meant. The echo in the hall is gone, and I am what is left. I used to think an echo was a sound that came to stay, but the silence taught me that the leaving is the way. The echo in the hall is gone, but I'm still standing here, where your voice used to live, and my voice is now clear. I'm not the echo, I am not the sound you make. I am the one who stays behind and learns to fill the space. The hall is quiet and still. The hall is quiet now. The hall is quiet now, and so am I. I spent so long building cases for every tear I cried, explaining to the jury the reasons that I tried. I had evidence of heartbreak, witnesses who saw, but no one ever asked me to prove it all at all. I told my friends the timeline of when it fell apart. I told myself the reasons, like I was writing heart. Every single argument I catalog with care. Like if I could explain it, the pain would disappear. But no one was accusing me except the one inside, the one who kept on standing in the witness box and cried. Nothing to defend, nothing to explain, nothing to make right, nothing to refrain. I loved, I lost, I lived. That's all I have to give. Nothing to defend, nothing to defend. I stopped answering the questions that no one ever asked. I stopped preparing speeches for a future that had passed. I put down all the evidence of where we went astray and walked out of the courtroom into the open day. And the sun was waiting for me with no questions of its own, just light without a cross-examination. And I was finally home. Nothing to defend, nothing to explain, nothing to make right, nothing to reframe. I loved, I lost, I lived. That's all I have to give. Nothing to defend, nothing to defend. The case is closed, the papers burned. The verdict doesn't matter when you finally learn that love is not a trial and grief is not a crime. You don't have to justify the space inside your mind. Nothing to defend, nothing to explain, nothing to make right, nothing to reframe. I loved, I lost, I lived. That's all I have to give. Nothing to defend, nothing to defend, nothing to defend, nothing to defend. I loved, loved, I lost, I lived. That's all, that's all, that's all I have to give. It used to shake me every time, buzz that pulled me to the brink, the sound that turned my heart to climb, or made me stop and overthink. I tie my worth to every call, to every voice on the other end. Now I listen to the quiet fall and call it something I can mend. When the ringing stopped, I finally heard the air, the spaces that had been too loud to bear. The silence didn't feel like loss, it felt like breathing without a cost. I let the phone rest on the shelf and found the one who needed help. stopped, I started to feel the quiet that I needed was always real. When the ringing stopped, I let it go and found the sound of what I know. When the ringing stopped, when the ringing stopped, I used to hold so tight my knuckles went white. I held the hands of days that fade in light. I thought if I let go I would fall apart, that holding was the only way to keep a heart. But the wind kept moving through my open hands, taking what I couldn't understand. And I stood there gripping at the empty air, while everything I loved was everywhere. Everything the wind carries away, it's not lost, it's just released. Everything the wind carries away is finding where it needs to be at peace. I open my hands and let the air move through. The wind is not taking, it's carrying. Everything the wind carries away is learning how to live in a new shade. I remember the voice that used to call my name. I remember the warmth before the rain. I remember the road I thought I'd never leave, and the person I believed I had to be. But the wind came through and rearranged the scene. It carried off the gardens and the green, and where I thought the loss would leave a hole, I found a different kind of hole. Everything the wind carries away is not lost, it's just released. Everything the wind carries away is finding where it needs to be at peace. I open my hands and let the air move through. The wind is not taking, it's carrying. Everything the wind carries away is learning how to live in a new shade. The wind does not ask for permission, it does not wait for you to be ready. It moves through you like the season and leaves you steady, steady. The wind is not the ending, it is the way the story goes. It carries what you cannot hold, and what it carries, it returns as something new. Everything the wind carries away, everything the wind carries is not lost, it's just released, just released. Everything the wind carries away, everything the wind carries is finding where it needs to be at peace. I open my hands and let the air move through. The wind is not taking, it's carrying, carrying. Everything the wind carries away, everything the wind carries is learning how to live in a new shade. I used to hold so tight, my knuckles went white, but the wind kept moving through my open hands, and I let it storm came through and broke the branches, took the leaves and scattered them. I thought the wind would never stop, I thought the rain would never end. But the wind got tired, the rain let go, and the sky began to show a quiet that I'd never known. The stillness I could call my own. The stillness after the storm is where I learned to be. The quiet after the breaking is where I found me. Not the one who fought the wind, not the one who tried to stand, but the one who sat in the silence and held her own hand. I sat among the fallen things, the branches that had lost their wings. The ground was soft and wet with rain, and I could hear my breath again. I hadn't heard it in so long, the sound of being not just gone, the sound of being just a breath, the sound of being not yet dead. The stillness after the storm is where I learned to be. The quiet after the breaking is where I found me. Not the one who fought the wind, not the one who tried to stand, but the one who sat in the silence and held her own hand. The storm was not the teacher, the storm was just the rain. The stillness was the lesson, the quiet the refrain. I thought I needed to be broken to find the shape of what is true, but I was already whole before the wind, the rain, the storm. I just forgot. The stillness after the storm is where I learned to be. The quiet after the breaking is where I found me. Not the one who fought the wind, not the one who tried to stand, but the one who sat in the silence and held her own hand. The storm came through and broke the branches, but the wind got tired and the rain let go, and I sat in stillness and I held my own hand. The first winter after you left, I counted every flake that fell, watched them cover our old steps where you would stand and wish me well. I wore your coat for months on end, it smelled like you and felt like home. I couldn't bear to wash the sleeves and lose the only trace you'd known. That cold went deeper than the bone, it settled in the space you left. A hollow house with frozen rooms that held me captive in your theft. First winter, I couldn't feel my hands. Second winter, I can feel them just fine. I cursed the frozen land. Second winter, I walk it line by line. First saw you in the snow. Second winter, I just see snow. First winter, couldn't let you go. Second winter, I finally know the winter didn't change. I did. The second winter came around, I didn't recognize the date. I was too busy living now to count the months I used to hate. summer coat this year. Now yours just one that fit my frame. I walk the street where we used to stand, and I didn't whisper your name. The cold was cold the same as then, but something in me had grown wide. The winter didn't hurt me, now it just moved in and occupied the space I used to fill with you. Now I fill it with the view. First winter, I couldn't feel my hands. Second winter, I can feel them just fine. I cursed the frozen land. Second winter, I walk it line by line. First saw you in the snow. Second winter, I just see snow. First winter, I couldn't let you go. Second winter, I finally know. The winter didn't change. I did. December, I caught myself laughing at a snowman with a crooked smile, and I didn't feel the gaping where you used to be. I just felt the freezing air on my cheeks and thought